Hey everyone, we are going to read Kevin's choices again and talk about how he decided which environment he wants to live in and what type of community he wants to be a part of. So let's go with our words to learn. Independently is doing something by yourself. And remember, last week I said that we spent a lot of time working on skills that you do by yourself because it is very important for you all to know how to do things independently. We want you to be able to advocate for yourselves and do as much for yourselves as you are able to so you don't have to rely on someone else. Apartment is a small living area located in a building with other similar living areas. So it's typically a pretty large building, although there's some homes that function as apartments as well. And they have a kitchen and a bathroom and a bedroom or more than one bedroom, and they're all in the same building, so they might share a hallway to get to the door to get into the apartment, and there's usually not individual yards. They might have a courtyard area where everyone can go outside and share a grass area, but there's not as much space as you have in an individual home. A group home is a home for a small group of adults who may need help with daily living. And there's different organizations that have these types of homes. Lifescape is one of them. They have staff that help out these individuals that live there with their basic cares and needs, and that some might be dressing and feeding and changing and helping with bathrooming and that type of thing. And maybe they help with grocery shopping as well. So things we're going to learn from this story about Kevin is that there are good and bad things about different living choices. We're also going to learn how to explore all the possible future living choices in your area, know what you can do on your own and what you will need help with, and make a plan for where you want to live. So the first page, we have a picture of Kevin, and he has a little thought bubble. He is thinking about 3 different places in his mind, and those are different places that he might live. So Kevin is an adult, and he has to make choices, which is a great thing that he gets to make those choices for himself. He has choices about who to live with. So who is he going to live with? His family? Is he going to live with support staff, roommates, or by himself? So first, Kevin's going to think about what he does by himself. He needs help with some things, and then he thinks about places to live. So looking at this picture, Kevin can do laundry, he can clean up, and he can do some cooking. But he needs help doing work and checking for the time and putting things together. So he might need some reminders about doing different work tasks. Kevin may choose to live with who? Either his family or a friend or by himself. Kevin can help them and they can help him if he chooses to live with his family. Kevin may live in an apartment. He could live alone or with who? A roommate. They could help each other as well. Kevin may live where? In a group home. He would live with other adults and the support staff can help care for Kevin. But where would he live if we had a support staff? He would live in a group home. And who would help him in the group home? Support staff. So with his family in a house, in an apartment with a roommate, or in a group home with support staff and other adults. Kevin thinks about living with his parents. So he's going to think about the positives and the negatives, the things that he would like and the things that he wouldn't like so much. Kevin thinks that his parents make the rules and he wouldn't be able to make as many choices for himself. He thinks about living in an apartment. He might be lonely and he might need some help. And maybe those people that he needs to have help from wouldn't be at the apartment. Kevin thinks about living in a group home. He might not like his housemates, and he'd have to share some things. Would you like to share things and live with housemates? Those are things to think about when you are deciding where to live. Just like Kevin. Kevin has choices about where to live and choices about who to live with. Kevin will make a plan about where to live. So some tips for you. Visit the living choices in your area, or you can watch a video of doing a virtual tour. Think about how it would feel. How would you feel living there? Think about what you can do by yourself and ask how you would be able to do those things in that setting, so in that place where you would live. Also think about the help that you would need and ask how you would get that help. And the other thing to do is discuss the good and bad things about each living choice. Okay, I hope you remembered some of the things we talked about the last time we read this and what we just went over. So we're going to do a fill-in. So what is Kevin? Is he a child or an adult? And this gives us a few silly choices. Is Kevin an apartment? No. Is Kevin a person? Yes. And he is an adult, we learn from this story. As an adult, he gets to make choices. And one of those choices is about where to live. So Kevin may do what? Is he going to choose to live with his family, or is he going to apartment to live with his family? And hopefully you are choosing the word choose. Kevin may live in an what? In a plan or an apartment? Where can you live? Let's try apartment. Awesome. Now, 2 more questions. The support staff can help do what for Kevin? Plan for Kevin or care for Kevin? If you're a support staff, if you have a support staff, you have someone to help care for you. You should still be making your own choices. So again, Kevin will make a what about where to live? He will make a plan or he will make an apartment. Plan. All right, awesome job, everyone. I will see you tomorrow to go over the next story, and we will learn more about Kevin and his choices. Everyone have a great day.